Hey guys, this is another episode of Limitless Podcast where we reveal the stories of real experts and we understand, learn, and get inspiration from real life heroes. And here, today's episode is going to be really awesome because here is a practicing psychologist who is working for more than 10 years in this field. I'm not going to talk much about her because she is going to reveal her story with us, and let's understand and know from her how is her journey and all. I'm truly blessed to invite her for on this podcast. So she's none other than Miss Miraj Mir. Welcome, ma'am. I personally welcome you on Limitless Podcast. How are you?
Thank you so much, Suraj, and thank you so much for invitation and giving me this opportunity where I can share my journey and my point of view related to mental health. So I'm feeling very fortunate for that. Thank you so much.
That's so great of you. What is the one great thing I know about her is, the moment we approach her, she was the one who was, constantly there with us, and she was communicating, she was giving input. That is something which is really remarkable about her. So, ma'am, we'll talk about what presently you do, but I just want to go back and understand before becoming an expert, who you were and how this journey has started.
I'll start with my introduction. I'm a practicing psychologist. Usually I started practicing from Mumbai, but now at present I practice across India, and I also see international client. And before I became expert, there was I was a student, but I started knowing about psychology as a subject when I was in school, and I was very passionate to become a psychologist when I was in 9th grade. And from that time onwards, I started, searching about psychology, what they do, and what is their role in the society, and why we people go there, and what kind of treatment they offer. And from that moment, I started, developing my interest, and then I polished my interest. I worked on that, and then that's how I entered into grads, postgrads, and then I pursued few therapeutic in that, and then that's how I became a full-fledged psychologist, and I'm enjoying my work a lot.
Awesome. Great. So, what do you think? What was that turning point, or from whom you got this inspiration? Any person you remember, any incident you remember that from there you wanted to, come in the mental health field? Yes, please.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I would like to share this. When, as I mentioned, when I was in 9th grade, our school organized one of the seminar or workshop, you can say probably, wherein there were many people came to share their, expertise. And then in that, one psychologist was there. Female psychologist was there, and then she shared many things, and I just liked her aura, you can say dressing sense काफी अच्छा लगा था, and I got inspired looking at her, and I was listening to her. I was in a very first few rows, and once she done her talk, I went to her and I asked what kind of doctor you are, because people were treating you like a doctor. There were many doctors, other specialists. So she said, basically, we are not a doctor like those who give you medicine, but I am a mental health expert. We talk about your mental problems. Say, for example, if you have any stuckness or any problem which you cannot talk about with any other people, that time people come to us and then we heal them. So when I heard heal, that time I was not aware about what we mean by heal, or what heal. Then I went home, I read about, because Google to tab tha nahi itna. We used to have Yahoo. I asked my mother. She was also she was an educated lady, but she was not able to answer me properly what exactly they do. And then slowly and gradually, I decided that I want to be like that lady. मुझे वो मैम जैसे बनना है, बड़ी हो. So that was the turning point.
That was the inspiration for you. Really great, really awesome. So, when you have started, practicing, what were some of your real challenges you faced while practicing?
Suraj, before I started doing my practice, before that also I have faced a lot of problem with respect to selecting college, first of all. And then when I started practicing, I had no idea how to execute what all things I have learned during my academics. I have no idea what sort of cases we can see. So I had to really there were a lot of misguidance, and 3 path which I chose was wrong. And then I have regret. I have 2 to 3 regrets of selecting my wrong, what you can say, wrong mentor. And then it took me 2 to 3 years to decide what exactly I supposed to do to channelize my practice. तो ये मेरे जैसे बहुत सारे लोग, मैं अकेली नहीं हूँ जिनको, क्योंकि हमने उस टाइम पे साइकोलॉजी लिया है wherein subject was quite new and we had very few colleges those who were offering this subject as a 6 papers or 5 papers in psychology. So we had a lot of misunderstanding, misguidance, and very less clarity, what is to be done, what is not to be done to start our career. तो बहुत difficulty आई है.
बहुत difficulty. Was there any point where you felt कि चलो छोड़ देते हैं इसको, and what has made you keep going? Was there any
during
point
my
like
internship?
Okay.
Yes. During my internship, when I was doing my clinical psychology, I was placed at one of the government hospital. I will not take the name of the hospital. I was placed in a government hospital as an intern. तो जब से देख के लगा कि कुछ भी नहीं सीखने को मिल रहा है. We are just there. We are taking xeroxes and we are just giving papers to a senior psychiatrist, doctor, proper
Right.
MD doctor. We are not doing. We are not getting exposure of a real client. So that time I felt that I chose a wrong career. I shouldn't have taken this ahead.
So what kept you going? What
My
kept you
passion.
going? मतलब क्या वो बात? Your passion. Okay. So
My
your
passion
passion helps you to. Okay.
grow.
So you talked about these challenges, and you also know that many new coming mental health experts are facing all those challenges. So what basic mindset shift you have made in you that has helped you to continue in this field? What you would be telling us that the mindset shift?
One thing, I'll be very honest with my personality, what kind of person I am. Even though if you have a passion, that's fair enough. But one thing which keeps us motivated, it's a monetary thing. मुझे ऐसा लगता है. तो अगर आपके पास पैशन भी है और स्किल्स भी है, एबिलिटी भी है, सब है आपके पास में, लेकिन उससे आपको कुछ पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है, तो आप 2-3 दिन मोटिवेटेड रह सकते हो, बट एट द एंड यू विल फील डिमोटिवेटेड बिकॉज यू वांट समथिंग इन रिटर्न, व्हिच I was not getting initially. So what I did is I actually went to many people and I spoke about and I had clarity about my profession and where I should start and what I can do to polish myself. So I shift my career from clinical psychology to industrial psychology, industrial organizational psychology, because that time I got to know that if you join any company as IO psychologist, you will get better package than a clinical psychologist, which was reality. I checked also. And then again appeared for masters in IO psychology. During my internship only, I got placed as an intern in Tata Power. And then I got to learn a lot at Tata Power. A lot. More than my college. More than my professor. I had great learning through my mentor. And then immediately I worked with Accenture. So that thing made me realize that it's okay अगर आपके पास में डिग्रीज भी है तो, बट प्रॉपर आपको अगर उसका यूटिलाइजेशन नहीं आएगा, what you learned during either your academics or through your internship, अगर आपको उसका यूटिलाइजेशन करना नहीं आएगा तो आप किसी भी फील्ड में सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकते. So you need to know how to utilize your skills and ability at your workplace.
Awesome. Absolutely. You have made this point, and this is the place where most of the new beginners are stuck, and they believe कि client अपने आप सामने से चल के आना चाहिए, नहीं आएगा. You need to
No.
think about your positioning. You need to, do a turn and twist and do lot of things. And under psychology and mental health, there are thousands of topic, and you need to own any one. And absolutely, you have made that shift, and you learn a lot. So, what you would say that what were your, if I would ask you about habits, what were those 3 habits which has helped you, or which still you are continuing and that is helping you to become so successful? What would be those 3 habits? We just want to know about habits.
The very first thing which I would say, I never say no to anything.
Okay.
If any opportunity comes my way, I always say yes. Say, for example, when you approach me, I say yes, I'll do it.
Right. Okay.
I have no idea. मुझे पता नहीं रहता है कि मैं इसको कैसे execute करूँगी. I'll take out
That's
some
awesome.
time and I'll do R&D. I'll speak to people. I'm in connect with my professors still today. I call them. जब भी मुझे कुछ problem होती है, I call my professor. So this is one thing. I never say no.
Okay.
The second, I think discipline in your own way is very, very important.
Okay.
Life में आपको discipline होना चाहिए. When I say
Right.
discipline, it's like consistency is very, very important whatever you do. So
Right.
अगर self doubt नहीं है तो consistency पे affect नहीं पड़ता है. When you have self doubt तो आपकी consistency hamper होती है. Discipline.
Absolutely.
And then acknowledging your effort is very, very important. This is not the third and last thing I would say. There are many, but this is the most on my priority list. Acknowledging your effort is very, very important, Suraj. So you won't believe, whenever I get any perks or whenever I sign a big client for my workshop, I go and celebrate alone. I go to MACD, I will go to CCD, I will go to anywhere, and I just celebrate my success because that makes me happy that okay, I have done something. दूसरे लोग तो बाद में आपकी तारीफ करेंगे ना, but पहले आप खुद तो कर लो.
Absolutely, and that keeps us going. That keeps us going.
Yeah.
So I just want to repeat about your 3 habits, because someone is watching this podcast and getting inspiration, would like to replicate your habits. So one is, you said that you never say a no to an opportunity. Okay, and then second, you talked about discipline and consistency. Okay, and third, you talk about celebration. So celebrate your every win, right? Awesome. Bang on. So you mentioned about your your professors, you mentioned about your mentors. So what do you think, what is the role of a mentor in your journey to make you so successful?
It was very, very important because we have a chance to clarify. Google तो है, आप Google से हर चीज पूछ सकते हैं. But in your own field, my professors are practicing psychology since many years. तो जिस तरीके के केसेस उन्होंने देखे शायद हमें अभी तक देखने को नहीं मिले, because we are not that experienced, we can say. Or maybe because of technology or over uses of information, over availability of information, जो तरीके के केसेस हम देख रहे शायद उन्होंने नहीं देखे अपने पास्ट में. Right. So it is a two-way learning. They are also learning from us and we are learning from them. So whenever I stuck somewhere, I just to check whether I am right or wrong. एक तो मुझे पहले वो पता चल जाता है कि ये मैंने उनसे पूछ के मुझे पता चल गया है कि this is a very bizarre or a unique case I got, because they also agree कि हमने भी ऐसा नहीं सुना है. तो वो एक क्लैरिटी आपको वहीं पे हो जाती है. And then you get some guidance based on their experience, because I think the more you grow, the more you expose to many things, you will learn many things. तो मैं समझती हूँ कि हमारे प्रोफेसर्स के सामने हम कितना ही ग्रो हो जाए, but still we have many things to learn from them.
Absolutely. Rightly you have mentioned कि जो हमें clarity देते हैं और जो हमें guidance देते हैं, those are mentors. I have been mentoring trainers, coaches and experts throughout, and this is what I also learned in my life, कि whatever I am today, and I am able to help experts only because of my mentors. It is not something which has come from the कहीं air से आ गया और sky से आ गया, ऐसा नहीं है. I have learned from all my mentors, and mentors shaped us, and they are lighting guide for us. Absolutely, you have banged on it. You have talked about consistency. I would like to know little more about it. What do you do specifically to become consistent? क्या करती है आप?
I'll just share one incident. I think that will
Yeah.
answer your question. When
Yes.
I started my own practice,
Mhm.
my father is a businessman. So
Okay.
he told when I was not very young, but when I was, into my 20s, he once told me
Mhm.
that any business takes 6 months patience. 6 months
Okay.
of patience. 6 महीना आपको
Mhm.
ना किसी भी business में सब्र करना चाहिए, तो आपको पता चलता है आप सही हो या गलत हो. So
Right.
that was the learning I always kept in my mind. And when I
Mhm.
started my practice, I used to practice with one of the Lions Club. So I
Yes, I
used to
know. I
sit
know
in my
this.
cabin
Mm.
और कोई नहीं आता था. हमने बैनर्स लगाया था, हमने पैम्पलेट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किए थे, बट
Yes.
कोई नहीं आता था. Every day I
Absolutely.
used to go. It was my
Mhm.
3 years का consultancy. For 3 years,
Mhm.
I used to sit in my cabin. No one used to come.
Mhm.
तो 2-3
Mhm.
महीने बाद डिमोटिवेशन आया मुझे. आई विल नॉट डिनाई
Mm.
दिस कि मुझे कभी डिमोटिवेशन नहीं आया, बिकॉज आई वाज
Mm.
पुटिंग माय मनी एंड देन 3 घंटे केबिन में अकेले बैठना, इट वाज बोरिंग.
Right.
बट
Mm.
दैट लाइन ऑफ माय फादर ऑलवेज केप्ट मी मोटिवेटेड दैट नहीं ठीक है, अभी 6
Mm.
महीने हुए नहीं. एंड
Right.
ड्यूरिंग माय 5th month of those
Mm.
period,
Mm.
one boy approached me, and it was only one boy who used to come,
Right.
no other
Mm.
client. So
Okay.
because of that one boy, I started my practice, and
Mhm.
that boy was continued to come for 3 months. And
Mhm.
after that boy, when I terminated his case, then I got another client. So it was like, it was really what you can say, an exam of my patience. वो मेरे एक
Mm.
ना सब्र का इम्तिहान ही था कि मैं कितना और
Right.
ले सकती हूँ. And then I have seen the gradual increase in my practice. One client, then
Awesome.
2, then 3, 4, 5
Mm.
ऐसे. तो वो
Mm.
धीरे धीरे मोटिवेशन भी आता था. And then I realized that it's all about your patience. You need to have a lot of
Right.
patience that you take
Mm.
risk in your life.
Awesome, awesome. Guys, you just look at her, for 6 महीने, okay? Ordinary person would have quit any time. And I want to, invite every expert who is watching this video. It's about patience. And I truly, truly believe this. And here is a great example what she has put it up, right? तो पेशेंस है, तब एक चालू हुआ, तब दूसरा चालू हुआ, एंड देन नाउ स्नोबॉल इफेक्ट इज happening. I just want to know more that any failure you felt कि ये failure आया मेरी practice के time पे या मेरे career में, and how you have overcome that which you badly wanted to do but you just fail it miserably, and but still you continue in this practice. So any incident like that?
Yeah, I left my clinical psychology after that,
Mm-hmm.
and I was supposed to start my practice. But when I saw there's no money in the field,
Mm-hmm.
आपको 12-12 घंटे की प्रैक्टिस करनी है, उसके बाद में आपको 9-10 हजार सैलरी मिलेगी. तो वो मेरे लिए, मुझे एक्सेप्ट नहीं था. पहली बात तो वो कि इफ आई एम गिविंग माई 12 आवर्स एंड आई हैव लर्न ग्रेटफुली, मैंने अच्छे से मास्टर्स किया विद ग्रेट परसेंटेज, एंड आई नो थेरेप्यूटिक ऑल्सो, but still I'm supposed to get only 9,000, 10,000. So that was kind of, I was not accepting it. I was kind of, no, I will not accept this. And then I sat at home for 6 months, क्योंकि उसके बाद मैंने सोचा नहीं था कि I'll appear for another masters. तो वो जो 6 महीने थे, I was literally at home only. मैं घर पे ही थी पूरा टाइम. I used to watch, अभी Netflix तो नहीं था, YouTube था. तो वो दिन भर YouTube पे वीडियोस देखना और लेट पे देर तक सोना, यही सब चल रहा था. बिकॉज आई थिंक दैट वाज द टाइम आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस स्ट्रेस ऑल्सो, और मे बी अ बॉर्डरलाइन डिप्रेशन, because of not having anything. People are moving ahead, people are at least doing something, और आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो. वो एक फेलियर था. बट देन मैंने उसको फिर प्रोलॉन्ग नहीं किया. I decided that I'll speak to I had a word with my father, and then I said I will reappear for masters, and then I will again start my journey.
And that is how this industrial psychology happened, huh?
Yeah. बट वो इतना स्ट्रेसफुल पीरियड था सूरज, बिकॉज उस टाइम वो एज में ना आपके घर में शादी की भी बात चलती है, तो लड़कियों को वो एक अलग से दूसरा होता है.
I can totally understand you, because there are many experts in this field. In that phase, they are having such challenges, and your story is going to really inspire them. Okay, so any moment where now this podcast is about limitless, and I always love to ask this question, was there any point in your life where you thought कि क्या ये भी हो सकता है, and then you got a client of that, I mean that ticket size और उतना बड़ा client या उतनी बड़ी audience आपको मिली, and you believe कि that was the limitless moment in your life. So what would be that moment of your highest peak success that we want to know about? I call it a moment of limitless. So what was that? तो आपके challenges के बारे में बात किया. I want to also talk about your highest moment, your limitless moment.
There are 2-3 because that's how I expanded my
Of course.
services. So
Of
I'll
course
talk
there
about
will be,
first
yeah.
one.
Please.
Where I used to practice, there was एक client आता था, and he used to work in corporates. He was a
Okay.
corporate employee, proper MNC employee. So it took, I think 23 or 24 session it took for him to get healed completely. And when I terminated his case, he invited me to his workplace. He said, "Ma'am, I really want you to come and attend and conduct a workshop for
Awesome.
my team. So I have a 50 plus team in my organization. So I really want you to, I would like to invite you, and please let me know your charges." So that time, Suraj, I was really very raw in all those things. So मुझे
In
idea
taking
नहीं था
offline
कि
sessions, 1-to-1 ही कर रही थी तब तक.
1-to-1 ही कर रही थी. और
Okay,
अभी एक
nice.
साथ इतना ऑडियंस आ गया है, 2-3 घंटे की वर्कशॉप के लिए मैं कितना चार्ज करूँ? तो अब मेरी फीस उस टाइम पे 700 रुपए. तो मैंने उनको बोला
Okay.
कि 1 घंटे का मैं 700 रुपया लेती हूँ, आप मुझे 3 घंटे का काम दे रहे हैं, तो फिर आप एक काम करो, मुझे 3,000 रुपए दे देना. And he started laughing as like, "Ma'am, really that is too less, because we often call psychologists and mental health practitioner
Right.
to our workplace, and they really charge very high, and
Yes.
there are 50 people, 50 plus audience." So that time I realized, okay, ये तो मतलब ज्यादा पैसे कमाने वाला काम मिल गया है.
अच्छा.
And then
Awesome.
per person हमने चार्ज किया था उसमें, और वो फिर मुझे एक लाइन मिल गई थी that it is not about sitting in your cabin and having only one client in front of you. You can go outside, you can have people, and you can have topic related to mental health, through which you can
Yes.
guide people how, and you can make them comfortable how they can approach you for 1-to-1.
Right.
तो तुम्हारा दो काम हो रहा है, एक लमसम अमाउंट भी तुमको मिल रहा है, और उसमें से 10 लोग तो आएंगे तुम्हारे पास में बाद में. So you are eventually you are growing.
Awesome. Great. So, what would be? I mean, what is your strategy from that one single boy to whatever business you are doing right now? What strategy has helped you to get many clients and do work at this level now? क्या strategy
Can you
follow
be
किया?
more specific about strategies?
Any strategy which has helped you to get more client? Any ad you did, or any referral you got? What strategy you use basically to get more clients? You do Facebook ads, you do meta marketing, you do LinkedIn, or what exactly you do to get more clients?
I think LinkedIn helped me a
Okay.
lot. Before LinkedIn, I used to distribute my pamphlets. And
Okay.
one thing which I think you really want to know, because this is for mental health experts, right?
Yeah.
So what I did, within 1 kilometer of my practice area, I went personally to every general physician and the other
Okay.
consultant. I their appointment, and I shared my visiting card with them and a pamphlet that I am
Okay.
available at this place. These are my services. These are the kind of cases I see, and this is my therapeutic, like CBT, REBT. So this is how I explain to each and every doctor within the 1 kilometer of vicinity of my practice. So that really helped me, Suraj. Really, that helped me, because they were aware कि अब कोई है. हम स्पेशली मैं साइकेट्रिस्ट को जाके मिली हूँ खासकर, तो साइकेट्रिस्ट का कैसा होता है, हम मेडिसिन भी देंगे लेकिन आप थेरेपी भी करो. तो थेरेपी करने के लिए आप ये मैडम के पास जाओ. तो राइट टुडे आल्सो आई प्रैक्टिस विद 2 to 3 साइकियाट्रिस्ट जिनके साथ हमारा बिल्कुल कोऑर्डिनेशन चलता है. मेरे पेशेंट उनके
Right.
पास जाते हैं, उनके पेशेंट मेरे पास आते हैं, तो ये काफी एकदम स्मूथली चल रहा है आज की डेट में.
Bang
So
on,
this is
bang
one
on.
of the strategy.
Really, really amazing, because this has been a challenge, and I remember at early stage बड़ा tussle होता था कि how to get aligned with the psychiatrist and as a psychologist, और साथ में मिलके कैसे काम करे. I have faced all those things, and I remember working in that offline space and all of that. So bang on, guys, this strategy is still working and it's still useful. So you should go and apply this straight away. I should say straight away you should apply it. Okay, so we have talked more about you, and then your challenges. What is the biggest moment in your life? I just want to know, what are your some of the offerings that you are offering right now, that you said right now you are not only working to your place but भी पूरी इंडिया में आप सर्व करते हैं. तो what are your offerings? I want to know that, and each one of wants to know that. Yes, please.
I have category. I work with education industry as well as corporates and as well as hospitals. So in hospitals, it's one-to-one counseling, you can say.
Okay.
So I have my consulting for 2 hours, once in a week for 2 hours. For corporates, I conduct workshops for them, like stress management, time management, anger issues, emotional well-being, and hypnotherapy, all those things. And in the education industry, I help them for their performance analysis, performance evaluation, as well as in teaching methods and not pedagogy. I'm not into that, but we are actually helping teachers to grow and improve themselves day by day, and how they can precise their teaching pattern, and how they can focused on students learning, whether they are visual learner, auditory learner, or kinesthetic learner. So how you can read.
Awesome. So you have mentioned briefly about your offerings. I just want to know that what do you think, what are some of the common mistakes that new age coaches or who is entering in this field is making right now?
Not knowing their areas of interest, first of all.
Okay.
Because as a psychologist, say for example, if you're talking about clinical or counseling or IO psychologist, so we are exposed to many therapeutic. So before entering to the market, you need to understand what is your areas of interest and what is your expertise. Say for example, what kind of therapeutic you can manage effectively. So that you should know. You should know your crowd, whether you want to work with children, adult, or in a general crowd, whether you are comfortable working with education industry, or you're comfortable working in hospitals, or you are comfortable working with corporates. So you should know, first of all, you should know your personality, so that will help you to enter into a different specialization. And then little confidence on you, that you actually are becoming a good psychologist or not, and if there is any problem or any polishing needs to be required, then you need to work on that. तो ये पता नहीं है आजकल के थोड़े जो फ्रेशर्स है, एंड बिकॉज उनको इंटर्नशिप भी शायद प्रॉपर नहीं मिलती है, और इंटर्नशिप पे भी फ्रॉम स्क्रैच से उतना नहीं बताया जाता है, दैट दिस इज हाउ यू नीड टू टेक केस हिस्ट्री, दिस इज हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई द क्लाइंट एंड एवरीथिंग. तो ट्रेनिंग प्रॉपर नहीं होती है, तो फिर वो भी लॉस्ट रहते हैं कि कोई आ नहीं रहा है अभी अपने पास में ऐसे.
Absolutely bang on. You're absolutely bang on. Every day I meet new age coaches and new coaches, so they are having these issues of selecting a topic, then with whom to work, that is target market is not fixed, and even when they don't know how to offer, how to create offers, how to charge people, there are many challenges these people are facing. Absolutely bang on. So what would be your advice to all of them and whoever watching this podcast? This is the last question I have. After this we are going to do one rapid fire where I'll ask you fatafat one word question, but before that I want you to give advice to all those experts out there. What would be that? Any advice from your life?
For upcoming psychologists,
for those also who are practicing and for those who are coming in this field, for both of them?
Coming upcoming psychologist, for them I really would like to advise them that be prepared and know your specialization before you enter into the market. Don't enter into the market with lost mind that you're not aware what to be done, what is not to be done. थोड़ा थोड़ा सब जगह इंटर्नशिप कर लो एंड देन आइडेंटिफाई योर एरिया दैट ओके दिस इज द प्लेस आई एंजॉय द मोस्ट, लाइक एनजीओ में या फिर स्कूल्स में या फिर कॉलेजेस में और हॉस्पिटल्स में और कॉर्पोरेट्स में, एंड देन एंटर्ड इनटू द मार्केट एंड इनिशियल 2 to 3 years work on learning new therapies, you know, work on yourself, learn many things, and then once you are taking sessions slowly and gradually work on your fees also. क्योंकि बहुत बार ऐसे होता है ना, क्लाइंट हमको आके बोलते हैं मैम बात करने का इतना चार्ज करते हैं आप लोग, ये तो बहुत ज्यादा है.
Absolutely.
ये तो उनको ये आंसर करने आना चाहिए कि हम बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम आपका पूरा दिमाग खोल के सामने रख रहे हैं, एंड देन वी आर वर्किंग ऑन योर थॉट्स, वी आर वर्किंग ऑन योर irrational belief or negativity, we are taking all the negativity from you.
Right.
आपसे जाने के बाद में 15 मिनट हम भी हिले हुए होते हैं.
Yes. Absolutely.
उसका हम चार्ज कर रहे हैं, and we are not giving, we are not charging for that our complete experience into that 50 minutes. तो ये उसका चार्ज है. तो ये क्लाइंट को आंसर देते आना चाहिए जो प्रैक्टिसिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट है उनके लिए है. हर 6-8 महीने में फीस बढ़ा देने का, थोड़ा मतलब थोड़ा ज्यादा नहीं. तो
that is about upgrading. That is about upgrading. Very good. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. This is a really awesome advice you have rightly pointed out their pain और क्या challenges उनको आ सकते हैं and how they can make it happen. Awesome. Great. So now I will ask you a few questions. I want you to answer rapid fire with one word. Okay, just one word. Okay. So what success means?
Success means satisfaction.
One habit you can't live without.
Getting up early in the morning.
One book you want to suggest us all.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Fear or faith? What you would choose? Fear or faith?
What will I choose?
Yes.
I will choose both.
Okay. Money or impact?
Both.
One word that speaks about your journey that you want to own it.
Persistence.
Awesome. Super. So this was really amazing discussion. Okay, and the amount of insight which you have shared on this podcast is really going to help each one of us. And below this podcast that we will share all the links. You can get in touch with Meeraj, you can learn from her, you can take her sessions, okay? And you will be able to connect on her social media handles as well. So in the description box, I'm going to give you everything. So guys, thank you so much for watching up till this point, and we'll see you in the next workshop. At the end, I really would like to thank from bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, Meeraj. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Awesome.
Bye-bye. Thank you.